Let's take a moment to review some of the user authentication and session management options that come with AIM Plus. And let's start by creating a new account, and then we'll see how we can log in and use social media services for authentication and registering users. So I'm gonna go to new account. Actually, let me do this as well. So in my backend admin panel, I can see currently registered users for my application. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say I already have demo, so I'm going to name this demo 2. It's going to be demo AIM. Password actually has some requirements on it, so I think that should do it. Password validation works, so I'm just going to agree to terms and conditions. And the configuration that I have set up signs in the user as soon as they sign up. So when they say sign up, that's actually going to create an account for them. They may save a password for them, and everything is stored in their cookies, and the configuration for that cookie is very dynamic. So here, if I just refresh this data, so the configurations for that authentication may vary depending on your needs. You may allow anybody to sign up. It can be invite only. You can, instead of signing in users, you can require them to have a sign up email verification. And all those actions are defined here in security actions. So on demand for users, you can reset their password, verify the new user, and so on. So you have all those actions. So once the user has authenticated, they have a token which lasts for 1 day, and that is configurable as well from backend. And everything they do from here on out is their account connected to their account. So if they create some sample things, that's going to post things to the things object, and those sample 1, sample 2, and sample 3 are going to be associated to that user ID. So sample 1, sample 2, and sample 3. So all those new samples are now user 57 for the application. So that's user signing in. So social provider logins or registration options. So if you want to sign up a user via them or have them log in via them, are provided by the backends. So under security and auth, social and keys, you can provide keys for each of the apps, each of the social networks that you configure. So if I want to log in with my email and I know that I've signed up with Google Plus email, I can just select my email, and that's going to authenticate me in the app. It's going to return back my email. It's going to go fetch my authentication token. It's making a request right now, and it logs me in as myself in the application and fetches my data, and even recognizes me as admin. Pretty nice. Just a few more things. So once I log out, I'm going to lose that cookie entirely, which means that I'm not going to be able to access the application anymore. You may configure this differently if you want, but just to demonstrate this, so this might be more obvious with working page. So I'm just going to grab a URL for this page, and then I'm going to lose that authentication. So I'm just going to say log out. So if I try going to that page without my authentication, that's just going to automatically redirect me. There's a listener on every route change and every HTTP request which looks for that authentication token, and if it's not available, it redirects to login. So even if I try and just the root of the application is going to redirect me to login. So that's one thing. Another thing, there's also a reset password service that I talked about in backend, which is again entirely configurable. You can, sorry about that, you can specify the email for it, but how it works is the user comes in here and says I forgot my password, and they I'm not gonna, well, okay, so I'm gonna say reset my password, and that's gonna send me an email that has a link in it, and once I click on that email, that's gonna take me back to the application, and it's gonna offer me to reset my password with fully functional UI for all of that.